Hi, my name is Melissa Hayes, and I have chosen to do my persuasive speech on the topic of hunting. It seems to be a rising issue that some people feel as though it is wrong to be a vet tech and to still hunt. Now, it seems like kind of a contradiction to spend your life saving and helping animals and then to turn around and kill them. I, however, am studying to be a vet tech, and I also enjoy taking part in hunting. My boyfriend and I enjoy deer hunting in the fall and coon hunting with our dogs in the winter. For us, it's just kind of a part of life, and hunting, believe it or not, can even make the environment better. Hunting requires an active license, kind of like this one here. There are different licenses for different game and different seasons. Like, for example, this is a fur taker's permit. My boyfriend and I each also need those because we choose to coon hunt. And the money that the state gets from people buying these licenses is put back towards the environment. It is used to help protect wildlife and to educate young hunters. In order to get a hunting license, you must first go to a hunter's education course. These courses are offered in different places. I took mine at the Thin Feather Fur in Ashland. It is about a 4-hour class, and at the end of the class, you take a test. You have to pass that test to pass the class. When you pass the test, you get a certificate stating that you have completed the course, and they will need to see that certificate when you go to purchase your first hunting license. Hunting is a sport, just like football or baseball is a sport. There are rules and regulations that have to be followed. There are seasons when you can only engage in the kind of hunting that you like. The difference in hunting and these other sports is that you can actually go to jail if you hunt out of season, or you hunt the wrong way with the wrong kind of gun, or if you hunt with bow out of season. You just hunt, period, out of season. There are certain times a year for each game. For example, like football is only played in the fall, and it's actually only legal to hunt deer in the fall in the state of Ohio. And basketball season generally goes from November through February, and that's actually the same time coon season spans in the state of Ohio. It is a good thing to remember that hunting isn't just a sport for some people. For some people, it is a way of life. It's a way that they get their food. Like, we would never kill an animal just to kill an animal. That is nowhere near the point of hunting. We deer hunt. We don't always get very lucky, but if and when we do, then that deer would be food for the family. That deer would definitely not go to waste. When we coon hunt, it is to keep them out of the crops and away from the livestock. Hunting also controls the overpopulation of these animals. Typically, the season for each animal is right before that animal's mating season. So the point of hunting is to weed out the population before the population repopulates itself. And that makes it a very good thing. I know I would much rather go out and spend a nice quiet day in nature, get a deer, which again would be used for food, rather than hitting that deer with my car. If you hit a deer with your car, you can't eat it. It's not going to go for any good. It's just going to kind of stay there on the road. I've already hit a deer 3 different times with my car, and I definitely don't want to do that again if possible. And if hunting decreases the population so that there are less of these deer getting hit and dying on the roads, then that is perfectly fine with me. The overpopulation of varmint is also a problem in the state of Ohio. If we choose to raccoon hunt, raccoons can carry diseases like rabies and leptospirosis, both of which are zoonotic. So that means your family pets can get them, livestock can get them, you yourself as a human being can get these diseases if you come into contact with a diseased raccoon or any other kind of diseased vermin. Overpopulation of wild animals also affects farmers' crops. A lot of these wild animals eat the corn, beans, and grains that the farmers plant every year. So that means that the more of them there are eating the crops, that's the fewer crops the farmers have to harvest for their livestock and for human consumption. Hunting is also a natural instinct for just about every living creature. Animals in the wild have to hunt to survive, just like many people have to hunt for their food in order to survive. Life hasn't always been as easy as going to the store to get your groceries. Our ancestors had to go to the woods and find their own groceries. Hunting is a great way to get back to nature, to take time to, in a sense, get away from the real world. It is a great way to bond with family members and friends by getting away from the distractions of everyday life. I see nothing wrong with hunting. I do it myself. It isn't just about killing animals with guns. It's about nature and survival and the natural way of things. I see no reason why anyone should not go hunting at least once in their life.